What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Romey, back with another video. And this is I Am Human 3, and this is talking about education and how education had a lot to do with my growing up, had played a lot of parts in my life. And in general, you need education to have knowledge and to be able to expand in anything that you are doing. And also it's good to know a lot of things. If y'all hear planes in the background, I'm sorry, I live next to an airplane here in Charlotte. So we're about to go ahead and get right into this video. Okay, so and the last one, y'all know I take notes because I watch my own video. And if y'all have not watched episode 1, 2, you need to stop watching this video like right now and go look at those videos. I will put them in this link below. So y'all better go look at the videos. Like I told y'all, I take notes. I take notes of everything. And it's always good to have the notes, you know. So education, when my mom died, I was in the 4th grade. Already then, I wasn't able to read. I did not know how to spell my name in the 4th grade. I did not know how to spell my name. I was writing Chloe on the paper. And I remember, I'll never forget her name. Her name is Miss Sanchez. And she was an amazing teacher. She a woman. And I thank God for them for catching it then. But I wish my dad would have took more in consideration of what I needed to have done. But at that time, he did not have me. So it was the people, my family members before, you know, it wasn't really in depth of let me see what this child need help with. It wasn't like that. It was all about, you know, what they needed to do and how they was feeling. They kind of forgot about how we feel as children, which is, you know, we're grieving too. You know, that wasn't your mother. You wasn't around her all the time. Like, that was our mother. So, you know, so here nor there, education had played a part. Started then. I could not read. I could say words, and to this day, I still kind of stutter and skip over words. And then I had to grow back. I go back and reread. That's why I'm always reading a book. I read a book almost every month. I know I have not posted, but because the books just be so different, so I will be posting. But anyway, I didn't know how to hold sentences, and you know, as a child, I was still dealing with all this other stuff that was happening to me, and on top of my mom dying. So they wanted to help me back in the 4th grade, which they did. They ended up helping me back in the 4th grade, and yet again, I still not get the proper teaching that I needed from the people at home. I was getting it in school because they were on me. They were always doing something, talking to me, telling me this is the way you should do it, this is what you need to say, this is how you should put it, Chloe, try this again. They had always had different things in play for me to learn how to do things, but I wasn't getting it at the time. That's 4th grade. So then here we get. So I get to the 6th grade. I went to Belhaven. First I went to EJ Brown, then I went to Belhaven, and then after Belhaven. No, I went to Miami Chapel. I went to Miami Chapel on Detroit. I can't remember how I went. I went to so many different schools as a child, and that made no sense. And that's another reason why could have played a part in my education, because everybody don't have the same teaching pattern. And when a child is able to adapt to somebody's teaching, if it works for them, allow them to continue to, you know, work with that person, because that's going to teach them and elevate them as a person. Everybody gonna teach the same. So also going to different schools played a big part in it too. But coronavirus. But so I went after going to okay, that was 6th grade. Okay, I think I was talking about 6th grade. Okay, 6th grade, and then that's when everything started happening. Started had to watch pornos and masturbate a person. He's still in the family, so I'm trying to keep names out of there. But wait till I get my book. Anyway, but I'm definitely I began to the sexual assault. Then it had started then, And so I didn't really say nothing. Like I said, I didn't say nothing. So I'm still trying to go to school and try to get this stuff. Like I would be like reading, it'll be like the cat went to the ball or the cat went to the park. I'll say the cat jumped over the park. Like I would just mix up the words. Just I mean, just because like I wasn't understanding though. Like and when it wasn't like I didn't know, I really didn't know. Like it's hard to explain like how I and like how it played so much in my life, like not knowing how to do and say stuff, like being around your friends that they smart and you like having a conversation like, what are you talking about? And they be looking at you like, girl, you don't know that. No. So I mean, it's embarrassing. But in sixth grade, seventh grade, I did a lot of copying. I had a lot of friends that helped me. I did a lot of copying because I didn't know. And then I had to go home and deal with all that bull stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that this is okay what I did. This is just my story, how I went about it. I didn't know a lot of things. I had great aunts that were definitely working with me, trying to, get us to read. They have us writing, all types of stuff. At the time, I didn't want to do it, but I thank God that they did do that. Just that little bit. You can learn just a little bit and take that with you, and it'll show you how much that little bit applies to your life when you need it the most. When you out here on your own and having kids and getting a house and getting a car, you're gonna need that knowledge of what those little bitty things that you learned as a child to apply to your life now as an adult. And that is what I was like I was struggling with because I was like, I couldn't get it. So I went to the eighth grade, and then it just the rape and the molestation it got so vicious, like where it was happening like every day, and it was like fuck. I was like really in my head like fuck school. I can't deal with all that and take that at home and go. I couldn't take all that. So I would say to myself like I'm not gonna go to school and sit and do nothing, but I fell in love with the way I I fell in love with what I'm trying to say. I fell in love with the fact of knowing if I can be the only child or the children, one of the children that actually graduate and go far and go far as I want to. And like all my brothers and sisters did, we all graduate and we all accomplishing and we all doing. And and we do have flaws, things do happen. But education was an outlet for me when I became in the ninth grade. Like I would go to school eighth grade underneath just to go to be a clown, act out, talk back. I was definitely one of those kids. I'll walk out of the classroom like I don't care because I already knew I was going either if I didn't do it or not do it, I was going home to be punished anyway. So why not go ahead and get myself in trouble because I know that's gonna happen at night. I mean, I know I've already haven't slept all day or all night because of this is happening. So when I got to my freshman year, that's when everything had went down. You know, I was doing more talking of telling my story. I was doing more of saying, telling my counselors like, I need help. What should I do if I say this, or if I say this, what should I, what could happen? I was just trying to see what my options and moving forward with being free, because I wanted to learn. I wanted to learn more. I wasn't able to read. I was, my friends around me was like, they was going to college, and I was like, I want to be one of those kids. And when it came out. I told, you know what I'm saying? I had to go through all that. Like, you know, you got to go through so much when you go through this. So making sure you're not lying, making sure you're not, you know, fabricazing or doing anything, putting this man or lying on this man or anything like that. But I wanted to learn so bad. Like, I was like, I had a relief when it was told because I had an opportunity to get my life together as far as education. If somebody was there to help me, you know, through it. And I met a lady named Miss Terrence. I met a woman named Miss Terrence, and she took an opportunity on me. She said, when I first got there, my grades wasn't good enough for real. My GPA, it was average, but I was failing some classes. I had gotten a lot of trouble with being at Middledale, like getting into it with people and getting into it at school. And I had a passion for hair. And I kept telling my auntie, like, when this stuff over, I want to go to Patterson. My mom and my dad went there. Well, I got in, you know, Miss Terrence at first she told me no. She was like, no, I'm not gonna take your application. And then I went, like we was walking out. We was walking out. I'm so sorry, y'all. We was walking out the store and she was like, you come back, let's have an interview. She said, if you can do X, Y, and Z, you can come. I was like, I'm gonna do it. And I thank God she took the opportunity because through the whole time in school, she was seeing me sink. She knew I had a gift in hair. She knew I had a bomb gift in hair. I can do anything when it came to hair, the feet, the eyebrows, the lashes. I was great. I'm still good. And when I got into the 10th grade at Ponens, when I was at Patterson, when I was learning at what I was learning at Meadowdale, I wasn't what I was learning there wasn't at Patterson because Patterson was a way advanced. I was so lost. I was so lost. Like, so I had like I really met good friends, like good people that I kind of like, you know, burned bridges because I didn't know what to do, you know. I have really good friends who helped me through high school, and y'all know y'all. I really thank y'all. It was really hard. And I had my sophomore year, I wasn't on level. I passed. I barely passed my sophomore year. I was trying to get it. Like, I wasn't really good in history. I wasn't really good in math. I was still struggling in math, but I came to love math and I got through math. But science, I could not get science for nothing to save my life. I had a girl who helped me all through science. And my junior year came around and Miss Terrence was like, you know, you need to get tested to see, you know, if you're on level, if you're gonna be able to graduate high school. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. I said I'll do it. And I took my chance. I did it. I mean, I had to go to a lady in the library, me and her, we sat like maybe twice a week, I think, until I got my test results back from the test that we had to take, like the OGT test that you have to take in order to pass, and that's like the Ohio graduate test. If you in Ohio, you know what that is. So I took the test and I scored very, very, very low. I scored very low, but I'm talented, and I was like, how come I can't get this stuff? Like I should be on level. So I was like, I'll do whatever I need to do to graduate high school. Then, mind you, don't nobody notice, but the 4 people or 5 people that were in on it was Miss Terrence, my aunt, the counselor, and the lady who took my test, Mr. Fairclough knew. Shout out to Mr. Fairclough. Mr. Fairclough was my dude. He helped me through a lot too. He used to help me with my words. And then I was like, around that time of sophomore and stuff, I was 16, so I was doing a lot. I was hanging out, started doing drugs, hanging out with everybody, hanging out with different people I had no business hanging out with. So then school got real hard again. Like after I took the test and I did the classes, I gotta be in like the ISP classes, which I am an ISP student. Um, that's the first time I said that to anybody else. But I'm doing it and I'm letting you guys know, young girls, young guys, it's okay if you are not on level. You push yourself as hard as you can. And no matter what nobody tell you, as long as you did your best, that's all that matters. You keep pushing. I'm pushing every day. I'm reading every day. I'm doing multiplications. I'm doing all types of different things to keep my mind moving, to make sure I am able to know what I'm talking about, and also know, just have the knowledge of knowing. And I said that so I did my classes. This is now my junior year. We all I had to go to a class, which I like a ISP class where it's like maybe 4 people in there, and I'd be able to have a longer time on my work. I get more help on it. They kind of like walk me through it. They kind of like break it down to help me understand it, which it really helped. Like I was in that class, maybe I did it for my whole junior year or half of my junior year, and then I didn't do it my senior year. My senior year, I had to take some key recovery classes because I was so behind and I did not pass a few classes, so I had to take those, which was 4 different classes. So by the time we came back around to take our OGT test, I took it again, and I only had to take it one more time because I was an ISP student. I had to get as high as I had to reach a certain average. I didn't have to go to the whole average. I didn't have to go to the whole the complete, like the highest score like a regular student would. Mine was like maybe 2 something. And I didn't pass none of them. And that kind of like broke my heart because I studied real hard for them. And I took a lot of time out of my days to do them. But at this time, I was still trying to figure out all this stuff that was happening to me or that had happened at that time to me, to focus on that test, to focus on the school. It was just so hard. I couldn't do it all. I couldn't do it all at all. So then my senior year came. I ended up getting pregnant because I just needed to be free. Like, I I needed to just get away, and then I had sex with a guy. I knew I shouldn't have, but at that time I was just spiraling out of control. I was doing things I didn't have no business doing. And then I ended up I was still going to school. I was still cheering. Didn't nobody know. I kept that quiet. The only person who knew was the father at the time. And then I went to after I found out I had to wait because there was nobody signed for me to have an abortion. I was too young. I didn't want my child to have to go through anything that I had to go through. So I ended up getting an abortion at 18. I finished high school. I was still in high school. I didn't graduate until I was 18, until I was 19, because my birthday's in January, roll around. And I had got held back. I remember I told y'all I got held back in 4th grade. So after I graduated, I just knew, I was like, I kept telling myself, like, this cannot be the end of my education. This cannot be the end. Like, this cannot be the end result. This cannot. So I applied for different schools. And it just take one opportunity to be able to get your foot in the door anywhere, to let a person know or let people see that you are capable and that you are able to take on any position that you apply or you striving for. Just give me an opportunity to show you. Which University of St. Francis did. University of St. Francis that took me in. I had a scholarship to go there. An academic scholarship, don't know how. I don't know. But they gave me a scholarship. I got in, and I learned so much at University of St. Francis in Indiana. I learned a lot, but let me tell y'all, school is expensive. School is definitely expensive. And I was there alone. I didn't have anybody there, and I didn't live on campus. I was on campus, visiting, but I didn't live on campus. So I stopped going to that school and I went to a different school so I can be able to afford it, which I came out of Indiana Tech, in Indiana, and that was the best thing I think I have ever accomplished. Oh, and I know in school, like in Cosmo, I was in Cosmo, and when I took that test, y'all, I worked so hard for that test and I did not pass it. I was hurt. I took it 4 times and then I passed it. I think, no, 3 times, and I did not pass it. And it just, it just broke my heart. It's the written part. The hands-on, I did 100%. I got a 99.9, still got my papers to this day. We'll be putting them in, okay? But I couldn't get past the written part. And I kept telling myself, I believe I want to go back just to, but I definitely just want to say there are people out there that want to give individuals opportunity to strive. We have to take 1,001 no's to get just one yes. And that one yes is going to be the greatest yes. And it can change your life. And I had great people in my corner. It wasn't because they failed me. I did what I could. They were like some gifts that I can't explain. Like, I had really, really great people who helped me, who wanted me to strive and be so much more. I had that. They are good people. They are really great people who helped me, and I appreciate them, and I thank them for taking the time out of their lives to be concerned about another child. Y'all don't understand how this feels. I learned how to fully read and comprehend at 24. I'm 28. That was 4 years ago. I laugh because it's crazy. It hurt. Like this shit hurt. And it hurt me more because my parents didn't see it. And it's not all their fault. I kept held in. I kept it all held in. But remember, education is important. I didn't cry through the whole video. This is a very touchy topic for me. I don't talk about education. Really, I love education. I don't talk about my youth education. I talk about my college years a lot. But until I had somebody come in my life, it was like, embrace that and let the people know, because there's somebody out there that is an ISP student that is talented and gifted in ways that their people can't even imagine. There are people out there that can't even imagine what people can do if people gave others an opportunity to show their worth, to show that they're capable. I mean, they listen, people. I am an ISB student and I am gifted in many ways. Like, I am talented, but I definitely will not allow that to affect me. I am intelligent and I do really well for myself, you know. And if I have any questions, I'm an asker. I ask all types of stuff. If I don't know, I'm gonna ask. So yeah, I just want to thank you guys for taking the time out to watch my video. I know I'm late on it. Oh, so sorry. But make sure you like, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a grandpa, because you know Romey's out in. And always remember, you have a voice, children. No matter what, no matter who, you have a voice. And I love you, Romey babies. I'll see you later.